Hello, welcome to the Signal Box today. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're all doing well on this fine weekend. And don't forget to hit the good old like and subscribe, and we'll crack on with another video. So let us get some trains running. So that's what you all came here for today. So let us fulfill that request. So it's summer on the Great Eastern Railway, somewhere up in the suburbs of London, and it's the sort of late 1950s, and here comes a typical suburban service, possibly the Enfield town service, pulled by that lovely N7 that we looked at recently, and there she goes, and away she went. And that's got the proper suburban coaches to go with it of the day. Specifically, like I mentioned in my last video yesterday about the infamous or the well-known jazz services that were called so forth from London Liverpool Street to the suburbs like places like Enfield Town, Chinkford, the Hertfords. They all had these lovely little N7s on the front, and they looked exactly like this pretty much. Yeah, she looks a treat, doesn't she? Rumbling across the bridge and into the tunnel. And on track number 2, we've got something equally Great Eastern just about to get away. In fact, she's away now. We've got a B1 with some Eastern region coaches behind there. Just a little short rake today. .30A meets 30A, look at that. And that's not dust on top of the model there, just in case you're wondering. I gave that a little bit of a makeover about half an hour ago because it was looking a little bit too rusty for my liking. So I've just toned it down a bit with a little bit of weathering powder, some soot effect to be precise on top of the boiler there. So when it comes round again momentarily, we shall look, but I think it looks better. And I've dulled down the wheels a bit as well, because again, they were a little bit overly too rusty. You know, I wanted it to look dirty, but not scrap line. Yeah, that's better. See, there goes that B1, just making its way along the line there, past the signal box. And here comes that little N7. And if you grew up around sort of North London, East London, sort of during the 1950s, and you caught a train from Stratford to say North Woolwich or the long abandoned Palace Gates branch via Seven Sisters, you would have definitely travelled on something like that, specifically with those coaches. Just out of interest, if anyone out there follows the current model railway scene in terms of manufacturers and different brands, one of the aforementioned brands that I'm starting to really like is a company called AccuraScale. I've ordered some J67 buck jumpers, which are true Stratford machines. They're on the way very, very soon. And they have released these suburban open coaches that's been hauled by the N7 over there. They're doing like a dark blue British Railways version, as well as maroon coloured finish ones. They're a little bit more detailed than the ones I have, but they're not that much difference in my opinion. A few little bits here and there, but these are generally the coaches that go behind this N7, and that looks really, really nice. And what I'm going to do, I think I mentioned in the last video when I did the unboxing of this thing, is when I get the buck jumpers, they come with different name boards, and I'm going to grab one of those off there, a spare one if need be, and stick it on the bunker or on the front. That would be really nice, like Chinkford or Enfield Town, something like that, which would go really nice. But yeah, that's a snapshot of 1950s suburban Great Eastern services. Look at that. Okay, here's something I don't often run. It's my little 1938 stock, which I recently gave a weathered roof finish on this. This is the EFE first edition set that first ever was released, the unmotorized version, which I did a conversion on myself. But it's a little bit erratic, but I still keep it for, obviously, never part with these things, but it does go when it wants to. So just to, once again to confirm, this is not the EFE Bachmann rail one. The EFE Bachmann rail one's much more nicer in terms of performance motors. It's got internal lights, but my only gripe with that model is the bogies sit way too high for the chassis, whereas my one is properly low slung. I know mine looks a little bit ridiculous out of place without no juice rail. That's why I'm not a big fan of third rail and fourth rail stuff running on a layout that doesn't have juice rails or line side associated equipment. If I want to build an underground layout or a London transport layout, then that would be my choice. But anyway, once in a blue moon I do get it out of the box and give it a run, so here it is. Going somewhere through Metro Land. So as we prepare to wind things down on my railway today, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Thank you so much for your comments. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and I will definitely see you soon in the next video. Before I go, let's take one last look at this beautiful Q1 from Hornby coming round my railway this afternoon with a rake of vintage Airfix wagons. Now, I know I said in my last video, someone picked up on a comment and said, oh, Hornby make some nice engines. I did make a comment saying that Hornby's recent offerings in terms of models were getting a bit stale, and often, as is the case, you know, you look elsewhere, and I've been looking elsewhere for models. But I'm not saying Hornby don't make good locomotives, because this is one of the examples of something good that Hornby did make, and there's these Q1s. What I was referring to, believe it or not, was the recent offering of very commercialized products from Hornby. They're silly stuff that to me should belong in their range, but that's another video for someone else to talk about. In the meantime, here's my nice little Q1 rumbling around my railway today. And if we really want to open up a can of worms further for that person that said, oh, Hornby makes some good engines or some good locomotives, whatever. Yes, they do. And my answer to that is this. So as you can see, I'm not really a Hornby fan. I don't buy any Hornby products, as you can see. Not. I've got quite a few Hornby products, as you can see. So, yep, I do like Hornby. I also like Lima. I also like Bachmann. And I'm quite partial to Helgen, and I'm also very partial to Accurascal. But the thing is, like I said, Hornby have made some nice models, and they do continue to make quite a few decent locos, but there are one or two in their range that I'm sorry shouldn't be there. But again, that's for someone else to discuss, not me today. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little video today. That lovely little N7 puffing its way around my railway, and yeah, the sun's shining and creating some nice acoustic shadows on my railway today, which looks very nice. Yeah, so far I'm pleased with what I'm doing. I hope you enjoyed the progress as well. And it's nice to get comments from people that live outside of the UK and overseas as well, and seeing what they do on their stuff as well. I really do appreciate you guys. And to everyone, have yourselves a great weekend, and I'll see you soon in another episode of The Signal Box. Take care, and bye for now.